Transitive and intransitive verbs. Basically, the etymology or the origin of this word is that transition is noun, and transition means transfer from one place to another place. That transfer is called transition. So the adjective from transition is transitive. The concept in grammar is transitive verbs and intransitive verbs. Means the concept is this, that if a verb is helping us transforming or transferring the action from subject to the object, then that verb is going to be called transitive verb. Let's see a few examples in order to understand the concept. Now look at transitive verbs. Number one, she ate the sandwich. Over here we can see that she is subject and sandwich is object. Now this verb ate is going to be rated as transitive. Why? Because it has got an object, that is sandwich. So once there is an object, so the action is getting transferred from subject to the object, means this is subject and this is object, with the help of this verb, that is ate. So ate is going to be called transitive verb. Now look at example number 2. He is subject, letter is object. So we'll write over here that this is the object of this particular sentence. So object is going to be called letter. So this letter is the object. Now this verb wrote is to be called transitive verb. Why? Because the action from he wrote the letter. So action from the doer or the subject is getting transferred to the object with the help of this verb, that is wrote. So this is another example of transitive verbs. Now look at example number 3. They bought a house. Over here the word house is the object, we can see over there, and they is the subject in this sentence. So again the action is getting transferred from the subject or the doer, that is they, and it is transferred to house. So the word bought is a verb that is helping to transit or transfer or transfer the action from subject to the object. So in this case bought is transitive verb. Now look at sentence number 4. The chef cooked dinner. Over here the chef is the subject and dinner is the object. So we'll write like this, that dinner is the object. So all these are actually objects of these 4 sentences. So once we get to know that this chef is actually doing something, he is cooking a dinner, the chef cooked dinner, again the action transfers from subject to the object, and this verb is going to be called transitive verb. Now look at intransitive. You know that in is a prefix that is usually used in order to oppose the concept that is intransitive. So intransitive verbs are those verbs where there is no transition, no transfer of action is taking place. So that's why the verbs which are used without an object, those verbs are called intransitive. Why intransitive? Because there is no transfer, there is no transition of the action. So this is the word laughed is intransitive. Why it is intransitive? Because she laughed, there is no receiver of this action, although the subject is she. So this word laughed is going to be called intransitive verb because there is no object, no receiver of the action. The students arrived. Over here the students is the subject and arrived is intransitive verb because no action receiver is there, means no object is there. Once there is no object, the verbs used in that sentence, they are called intransitive verbs. The baby slept. Again the baby is subject and slept is intransitive verb. The sun rose. The sun is subject and rose is the intransitive verb, because again over here we can see that there is no receiver of the action. So one thing is to be remembered that is very important, that most of the verbs can both be used as transitive verbs as well as intransitive verbs, but there are few verbs which can only be used as transitive, but they can never be used intransitively. One thing another that is important, that is a note over here, I have written over here, linking verbs mean be, seem, appear, the verbs which help in linking the action or the linking something inside a sentence. Those verbs like be, like seem, that like appear, they are not to be called transitive or intransitive. They are neither transitive nor intransitive, because there is no action receiver, and there is only one function, that is linking. So they are only helping us in linking or developing linking inside the sentence. Hope you understand the concept, that the concept of transitive and intransitive verbs. Thank you.